again from Chapel Hill as the Blue Devils find themselves on the road this afternoon for the 112th meeting between Duke and Carolina. A win, and they would have a bowl berth for the 4th consecutive season. Second goal off the one. Give it to Castle. Straight ahead, stretching. Did he get there? Yes! Touchdown! Anderson Castle found a way, and the Blue Devils are an extra point away from tying it up. Instead of throw on first down. Over the middle, there's 85. Hazley into the end zone. Touchdown! Jeremiah's got his second touchdown of the season. Number 4 already with 1 rushing score tonight. He's offset to the right of Mensah. Here's the snap. He'll get the carry straight ahead into the end zone. Touchdown! Power football, and they double the lead. It's 23-10 with the extra point to come. And from the shotgun, here's the snap. Blue Devils rush 4. Free runner and Reed, they got him! Green finished him off, and it's a loss. Back to the 29-yard line of some 9 yards. 3rd and 18 upcoming. Pivotal down, 7:30 to play in the 4th. The Blue Devils trying to get off the field, trailing by 1. From the shotgun, it's Lopez to throw. 4-man rush, has time, winding down, steps up, down he goes again! Back at the 25-yard line, this time it's Aaron Hall. See if Polino can get it done on the road. The right-footed kicker. Good snap, good hold, it's a fake! Polino to the left, 25-20, down the sideline, into the end zone! Oh, they say out of bounds at the 1, and it'll be 1st and goal! My goodness, what a call! How about that in a rivalry game on the road? On 1st and goal, trailing by 1. Here's the snap, give it to Castle, straight ahead! Duke has the lead! His 3rd touchdown of the day! And it's 30-25, and they will go for 2. No Castle, it's Shepard, and he's lined up outside the right side of the offensive line. Now he comes in motion right to left. Mitchell rolls to the right, looking back to the left. Throws, he's got Shepard into the end zone. They get the 2, and the lead is 7. Ross is the tailback to the left of Lopez. The Blue Devils ground the line of scrimmage. They only rush 3, though. Lopez to throw, pressure comes anyway, and Mercott's got him. Back at the 12-yard line, a sack. And the clock rolls, 1:22 to go, and Carolina uses their final timeout. And it's time to ring that bell. The Blue Devils have beaten the Tar Heels 32-25, and here they come. It's out on the field. Let's hear that glorious noise here in Chapel Hill.
Again, always great to bring the victory bell back to Durham, but the way we won is so important. This game, for whatever reason, just creates classics, and it's going to take someone to have the confidence that they can make the plays to win the game at the end. And when I first got here, that team had been the team in light blue, and our guys really felt that. They felt that they had outplayed them for long stretches, and at the last 4 minutes, you know, they would find a way to win. And now for back-to-back years for Duke to find a way to win, great confidence. It makes me proud of our older guys, but also the younger guys. They really see it now. They've got great role models to learn from, and hopefully to be able to continue our stretch in the series.
Duke All Access is brought to you by Coca-Cola. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. Fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
It's the year-end sales event with the Ford crew, Black Friday.
Initiating great time to buy sequence.
Black Friday deals engaged.
Ford SUVs are go.
Bronco family built wild, it's go time.
Built Ford tough trucks are a go.
And go.
What's that one do?
Oh, you'll see.
This is how you do Black Friday.
Right now, get 0% APR for 60 months with 0 down payment and 0 payments for up to 90 days on select 2025 Ford vehicles. Only at your Carolina Ford dealer.
Let's go, bud. Hurry up. Come on. I'm a baseball dad. Just because I didn't go pro doesn't mean my kid won't. Give me that.
No pressure, kid. Just everyone watching.
Coach says it doesn't matter if you win or lose the game, but that's what losers say. You got to swivel those hips, right? And you got to swing. 4! If you don't have the right insurance, you can be paying for this yourself. So get Allstate, save money, and be protected from mayhem. Yeah, like me.
Man, here's the deal. Duke football has become a gritty, hard-nosed, high-functioning team that now has a quarterback that's absolutely electric. So I'm excited to see it.
Our first look at the redshirt sophomore in San Luis Obispo, California. Darian Minsick, quarterback, and here's the snap. Gonna throw on first down. Rolls to his left, looking downfield, launches. It's caught across midfield and down the 40-yard line, 35 and out of bounds. At the 32-yard line goes Cooper Barkay. One transfer to another, and a chunk play to get it started.
Transfer to transfer. I have a feeling we'll be talking about both of those guys quite often.
Brown will have a chance to return this one from the 22-yard line on the left side of the field, angling right. He's got a wall across the 35 and 40. Brown is loose, one man to beat, down the right sideline. Quayshawn Brown takes it all the way home for the touchdown. Another heavy slap, and they snap into the Blue Devils jump. No flag, and it's intercepted. Picked off. Trey Freeman down the sideline. Still on his feet. 35 and 30. Freeman trying to win the race, and he's inside the 15-yard line. A game-changing play before halftime. And from the shotgun, Minsa will see Barkade on the right side of the formation. Here's the snap. A give to Castle. Nope, Minsa to throw. Going for Barkade. He's got it. Touchdown! Barkade takes it home on 4th and 1. Officially at the 49, a quick snap and a handoff for Shepard. Stretching to the right, through the hole. Shepard's loose. Goodbye. 20, 15, house call. Touchdown. Nate Shepard with a burst and his first rushing score of the year. Handoff for Shepard. Room on the right. 40, 35. One man to beat. He's gone. 10-5 touchdown. Nate Shepard, a blur. Here's Minsa the snap. Rolls to the right. Fires. Hagens. He'll take it in. And Duke has the lead. 46 to 45 with 40 seconds to go.
I've loved the heart and spirit of this team, and how they've had such a great demeanor. They played so hard for each other, and again, they're in the mindset of doing things that are hard to do, that haven't been done in a long time, and whether that is winning, in Clemson for the first time in a long time, beating UNC back-to-back years. That's not happened all that often, and including winning over there. Just getting to 5 league wins. You know how hard it is to go 4-0 in conference play? How few teams in the country are undefeated on the road in conference. And so to do that, you think about the game, but I think about being in the hotel the night before, being in that visiting locker room when it's you versus everybody, and our wins at Cal and that crazy trip. It's just been a fun year, and want to see these guys finish it the right way. This team has learned a lot, right? It's been a different year for Duke. It's been a different year in terms of our expectations. It's been a great learning process in terms of building a program. But to be able to finish at home in front of our fans on senior day, and to get the 6 wins in the league, which would be only really the second time since the '89 championship team, what a massive accomplishment that will be. So we have a chance to play our best game. We don't feel like we've played our best game yet, and I think that's our goal for Saturday. And to be bowl eligible for 4 years in a row is a great accomplishment. Always great to get number 6, right? We were stuck on 5 for a while. We know we're going somewhere, which is great for our fans, great for our players and their families, and also great for the development of our program, that we can continue to work our developmental guys with an extra month of practice.
Duke All Access is brought to you by Gatorade, created to hydrate better than water. Gatorade, the official sports drink of Duke Athletics.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
Turn up the heat on the competition this season with CPI Security, proud partner of the Duke Blue Devils.
Hey, what's up, roomie? I got us some Jersey Mike subs.
Danny DeVito? Are you my freshman roommate?
And that doesn't matter. This is a Jersey Mike's commercial where the subs matter most. I mean, look how big that is. We'd eat that for lunch and for dinner. Hey, we'll eat that. Hey, who let the rents in? You want a Jersey Mike's?
Introduce us to your new roommate.
Mom, it's Danny DeVito.
That's mine. Don't touch it. Where the subs matter most. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
From the mountains to the coast and everywhere in between, Duke's researchers are working hard for North Carolina, so you can be there for the moments that matter the most. From our labs to the ones you love.
Duke Research saves lives.
I'm so proud of the senior class. You know, many of these guys, you know, probably recruited by Coach Cutcliffe and his staff, you know, had to endure the changeover when Elko came in, had to endure the changeover when I came in. And remember, this is not like 10, 15 years ago. These guys had the option to leave. They stayed, and they have the chance to go out one of the top, you know, 4-year runs in school history, 19 league wins, the chance to make it 20. That's really special. And so I'm so proud of them, of what they've done for Duke football and certainly for us as a coaching staff.
It was my dream to play here as a kid. Growing up, I was a Duke basketball fan, but I would like follow Duke football, so I always wanted to play here. I actually, during my recruiting, reached out and like signed up for one of the camps, and they told me not to come because they weren't taking a kicker in my class. And I reached back out and was like, listen, like I want to play here. I've always wanted to play here. Like, let me show you what I can do. And I came and had a workout, ended up getting a walk-on spot. And that's kind of where it started. That was with the old staff, old staff. So that was with Cutcliffe. And then I kind of got re-recruited by Elko. And then had a great first 2 years here. Got to play the last 6 games my freshman year, all my sophomore year. And then Coach Diaz came in. I've loved every bit of him being here. I think he pushes us, makes us better people and better players. And the last 2 years have been great. And I've enjoyed every bit of it. I wouldn't have asked for anything different than the journey I've gotten here so far. I'll always remember beating UNC, running over and ringing the bell. And then more personally, obviously, Wake Forest game, getting to hit a walk-off was awesome my sophomore year. And then really just playing in cool environments, playing at Florida State, although we lost, playing at Clemson a couple weeks ago was really awesome. I think the crowd and the atmospheres are something that I really enjoy on the field, just being able to experience that. I'm very grateful for what's happened to me here, and I think a big part of that is Coach Feely too. I think I kind of came into Duke as still a boy, and I think I'm leaving as a man and someone who's a lot more mature. And a big part of that is because of Coach Feely and what he pushed us to do as freshmen. And these last few years, these last few off seasons, what he demands of us mentally and physically, I think has made me grow up a lot, as well as on the field. Obviously, as a kicker, it's very mental. Working on that, crafting my mental game as much as my physical game. I think I've grown a lot in areas on the field that I can take off the field in the rest of my life.
I didn't play my freshman year. In sophomore year, the last couple games, I got in on special teams. And I think that was a big moment for me. Was just, you know, as a preferred walk-on, you don't always, you aren't the first person they choose to go in. And so I would say getting those couple games in at the end of the season on special teams was great. And then obviously with a coaching change from Coach Elko to Coach Diaz, you know, it kind of takes some time to gain trust as a walk-on with the coaching staff. So, you know, it's kind of worked as hard as I could and was fortunate to play in, I think, 8 or 9 games last year. And then I've played in every game this year and been a 4-core special teams guy. So it's honestly been great. It's everything I've ever wanted from my college experience, both from a school perspective and football. It's been great. You know, I think some of the games we've played have been awesome. The Clemson game obviously was unbelievable, and playing in such a cool environment. And it was I think there was their homecoming. It was a packed stadium, probably 70,000 people. The environment was awesome, and obviously to get the win in the end in that fashion was awesome. I think going back to my sophomore year, the Clemson game at home, was probably my favorite home win. That, along with the UNC game last year. I got to carry the bell right after the game to the locker room for part of the way, so that was a really cool experience. Obviously, you know, Duke UNC is a huge rivalry, and so being able to take it home, like Todd mentioned, has been great.
So I came from UCLA. I spent 4 years over there. I was recruited there out of high school, started my senior year, and then transferred over here, did the MMS program, and now I'm doing the AMBA program right now. And it's been great. Like every time that somebody asks, how was your experience transferring? How was it fit into a new team? How do you like Durham? And I mean, I have nothing but good things to say about this place. I love it here. From the football side of it, I love the way Coach Diaz runs the program. I've said this many times. A lot of coaches will talk about or say they want to develop the mental side of the game, but there's really no one I've ever been around who's been able to articulate and put in words what seems to be going on inside everybody's head the way Coach Diaz does, and that's an incredible talent I think he has. And Coach Feely is, I mean, he's changed me for the better in so many ways, especially physically. I think he does a fantastic job. And you know, I like the way that our team runs and how we're playing football, so ball's been good. I feel like I fit in at Duke super easily. There's really not any people I can think of who don't fit into this culture. There's really a place for everybody. And part of that is because I don't think it's very split up, the way that people hang out with each other and the way that people just enjoy each other's company. Like, this is something we say all the time. You could put like any 10 guys in a room together from the team and you'd all have something to talk about, and you could all go out and have lunch together and have a great time. Like, that's just the kind of the way that the Duke culture works, and that's a really cool thing that I haven't experienced before. I feel like I'm really lucky to have found my way to this place, and you know, it's not where I was recruited out of high school, but the fact that I end up here is just something I'm really thankful for. And there's relationships here that I'll take on for the rest of my life, and you know, I'm really, really thankful to be where I'm at.
I've been a Duke basketball fan since I was like 10. I used to always come down to Durham when I was younger during the summer to see my aunt, and she used to work at the Duke hospital. And you know, just being a Duke basketball fan, you know, I kind of started watching Duke football a little bit too. You know, seeing guys like Jamison Crowder, you know, just big inspirations, and especially at receiver. So you know, I think once I got the opportunity to play for Duke myself, that was something I couldn't pass on. I think my favorite memory is probably winning the Victory Bell last year. That being my first time in my career winning it, you know, and that being a big game. You know, since I've been a Duke fan since I was a kid too. So you know, seeing the Duke-Carolina rivalries was always my favorite, and finally getting to win one while playing in it, I think that was my favorite memory here at Duke.
I know something in terms of personal for me. I was here when Duke football was kind of at a down, and we had a couple of struggling seasons, and just being a captain to me just means that I need to keep this culture that we have in Duke football right now around, and really just to grow it, because all we want to do is grow to excellence and mastery, as what Coach Diaz talks about. And so I think that's the biggest meaning of captain to me, is just continuing to build the program in the way that it's going now, and continue to hold us to high standards of culture.
We find ourselves in the locker room all the time talking about some, dang, remember when we did this? Remember when we did that? Like, when we had college game day? Like, it's just little stuff like that. It's like, damn, we really did that at Duke. And like, nobody really thought you could do that at Duke, and we made it happen. Because a lot of us, when we first got here, people from back home was like, oh, y'all going to Duke. Like, y'all won't do anything, da-da-da-da. But like, now it's like, looking back 4 years later, 9 wins, 8 wins, 9 wins again. So it's like, we did what we came here to do, and we can say we left the place better than we found it, so.
It's bow time. Breakfast, lunch, or dinner, the Carolina legend can make your tailgate a winner. We're talking crispy chicken, made from scratch buttermilk biscuits, and all the fixings to feed your crew faster than you could say touchdown. Let Bojangles do the cooking. Order your tailgate today. It's bow time.
We understand your time is important, and so is how you measure it. You may want a beautiful timepiece that's able to perform under intense pressure. Or you may want a chronograph with unparalleled accuracy and a sophisticated style. At Reed's Jewelers, you'll find the perfect watch to measure your time. Time is the currency of your life. Measure it well.
Thought they were out of style, huh? Well, check their new game day fit. Oh, snap! DirecTV got hot.
That's right. DirecTV is flexing with all those pro and college games at your fingertips. This ain't your dad's cable, son. It's couture.
Thank you. I got this. Catching your favorite teams is easy. Whether it's on live TV or streaming, your games are front and center.
We're talking tailor fit. DirecTV ain't playing.
They're playing football.
Well, yeah, obviously they're playing football, but they knew what I was talking about.
You look ridiculous.
I think you look nice.
Yeah, you look nice, too.
It's bow time. Breakfast, lunch, or dinner, the Carolina legend can make your tailgate a winner. We're talking crispy chicken, made from scratch buttermilk biscuits, and all the fixins to feed your crew faster than you could say touchdown. Let Bojangles do the cooking. Order your tailgate today. It's bow time.
Hear live out-of-market play-by-play this year with the Varsity Network app. In a truly unique listening experience, capture every moment and all of the drama. Powered by Learfield, the Varsity app delivers the soundtrack of your favorite teams. Access live and on-demand audio broadcasts, plus over 100 official school podcasts for free through the Varsity app. Download the Varsity Network app today.
Duke Football 360 with Dave Harding.
We're now in the midst of the holiday season, an opportunity to reflect on what we're thankful for. And Coach, I'm incredibly thankful for you, obviously, but especially having the victory bell in Durham for another year.
Yeah, which means I'm thankful for our players because they're the ones that made it happen. And when they made it happen is really the focus of today's video. You look at the scoreboard behind us. There's 8 minutes left in the game. It's a 1-point game. They've got momentum. Now, I know these two schools have played some pretty important basketball games through the years, and very similar to a basketball game, right? There's runs in the first half, runs early in the second half, but you know it's going to come down to those last couple segments of TV timeouts. That's going to determine who wins and loses the game, and I'm so proud of our guys in that time frame, these last 8 minutes. It was Duke that made all the winning plays to win the game. Starting, really, we needed momentum. We stopped the first down run, and then Coach Paggy calls up a great blitz. There's two defensive linemen, or a linebacker and a defensive lineman for one Tar Heel. That's bad math, right?
Especially when he doesn't block either one.
Right, doesn't block either one. Tyshawn Reed does a great job getting back there, and then Josiah Green finishing off, right? So huge, and that's what we needed. Just needed momentum play. You can see the reaction on the sideline, right? Now things have gotten back to going Duke's way. We would sack them on the third down, get the ball back to our offense. Now, even with the ball back to our offense, we're under 5 minutes now, and we've got a 4th down and 6, long 6, right? Out at midfield, you got to go for it. Punting doesn't really make any sense right here. And again, a winning time play, one-on-one matchup. Samir Hagan's running a slant, but he also knows I got to run this route a little bit deeper because I got to get to the level of the sticks. That is an unbelievable route. Watch the swipe right there at the top. Swipes a hand off the defensive back. Elite ball placement. You can see there's a defender in the middle of the field who's got eyes on Mensah. Big time throw and catch.
And then also,
first down.
I felt like the awareness, not only to extend the route a little bit further, but at the end, once he makes the catch, you can see some effort up the field right there at the end to make sure he got it. And the pass protection against a defense that had been sacking quarterbacks left and right coming into this game.
No sacks allowed on the day. And again, you see the twist game. Fina and Larson do a great job picking that up over there. So just everybody winning their one-on-one, which is what it's about in that time. But still, we end up in another 4th down, right? And it's a 4th down and 3. We know a field goal puts us up by 2, but we really felt good about a fake. And just to watch the guys execute it to perfection, not easy to do. The flip from Reynoldson, elite. Todd catches the ball before he takes off running, right? Because you can forget that. But I really got to show the effort of Kevin O'Connor blocking the guy who's there to play fake number 2. Outstanding effort. Look at that. Drives him. They contact at the 23-yard line, right? And drives that guy inside the 5. And then Polino does a great job right here. He secures the ball right at the last step before he gets hit so we don't fumble the ball through the back of the end zone because that would have been not ideal. Look at Curtis Cooper. He's driving. And how cool, by the way, the play of the game happens in front of our fans.
Look at everybody.
Right? Isn't that so cool?
It really is.
So we score on the next play. Now we're up by 5. We got to go for 2. And so we had another play we felt really good about. This, ironically, is the exact same play we ran against Clemson to win the game, except instead of throwing it to Samir, now weirdly, they left Samir wide open as well, we had set up a throwback screen to Shepard. So they throw back, one guy hangs backside. So this takes an elite throw to layer this ball over number 9 right there. That is special.
Well, and without having an opportunity to set your feet, right? I mean, he's having to retreat from this pressure, and for Mensah to do that, because 9 made it a great play.
That's a great play.
He sniffed it out the whole way.
That's a great play. I will tell you, when we practiced it, we didn't assume number 9 was going to be there.
Yeah, well, and you've got Craycraft, underneath trying to pick him off, but he had a beat on it. the touch on that football.
Fadeaway jumper, right? Fadeaway jumper, corner 3, right there.
So Waffle House lives on.
There's a different version of Waffle House, a little different spot. So that was IHOP. And again, great to see in front of our fans. And then you got to go close out, right? Still a 1-possession game. We'd made them burn some timeouts. Oh, I'm sorry, before that, because of penalties. So now we got to go kick off on a short field. And again, look at the effort. That's Will Felder, a true freshman. Leon Griffin coming in. Here comes Bradley Gompers and Kobe Smith. Oh, so impressive. Bang. Even Cosme Salas to squib it, to not let the ball go in the end zone. So if they had to return it, that burns time off the clock. Right? Bang. Big time hit. Again, right in front of our fan base. Everything, all the magic happened in that corner. Look at the juice of our defense, how excited guys are to come play. And then we make them burn the timeouts. We have a 3rd down and 7. And again, a great call by Coach Packey. Show like we're going to bring everybody on a blitz. The quarterback's aware of that, doesn't know what's going to happen. Maybe it's a straight man coverage. We drop almost everybody out and play zone. Quarterback's confused, and now you get your best 2 guys, VJ Anthony, Wes Williams, great pressure. Luke Mergat there as a spy. Sack, puts them in a 4th down and long. They have to burn the last time out. We stop them in the last play. That's winning time. Our guys made the plays, and like I said, fun to trust them, to put the trust in them, because you know that they put the work in, and to see them succeed as a coach makes you really proud.
Yeah, executing in all 3 levels of phases of the game. Special teams, obviously, with the kickoffs and the fake. Defense, getting after the opposing quarterback. And then on offense, some of those amazing throws and catches, getting it done on the road in a rivalry that became an instant classic in an already great series. Coach, thank you. That wraps it up for being in the film room all season long from a regular season perspective. Stay tuned for more as we get into Blue Devils in the postseason. Bowl game still very much on the line. We're all excited for it. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving.